Here we are again, and I promise this time there will not be any karaoke. I'm your host, Philippa Guana, welcoming you to our second BMW Club TV instalment for this month. We hit the road again, this time to Kaberga, but before we go to the coast, let's park off at Swartkops Raceway.
Good morning, club members. Cars in the Park 2026. We're here to showcase all the best BMWs that we have to offer in our club and to share some time with fellow petrol heads. The guys can come and talk about gudgeon pins and pistons and panels and batteries and all those lovely things that they want to talk about, and then obviously show the best examples that they have in their garages. So it's a lovely summer's day here, and if you're a club member and you're not here, shame on you. You should have been here. And if you're also watching this, you must subscribe and you must join our channel. But 2026 Cars in the Park, it's going to be a fantastic day. And next time, please join us.
Barish, we had this chat about the weather a few months ago, but nevertheless, it was an almost summer-winter day at Swartkops Raceway. Yes, the BMW Car Club Gauteng was one of the many exhibitors at the 46th edition of Pretoria Old Motor Club's Cars in the Park event. Our stand was again a hive of activity, with members showing off their cars and a lot of interested eyes checking them out. Had a bit of everything on display, including some real classics.
Welcome everybody to BMW Club TV. I'm Marek, the co-author of the BMW book, 50 Years in South Africa. Some of you may have it, some of you don't. For those of you who don't, you need to make a plan and do this. And we are very fortunate today to have a friend here, Sven, all the way from Germany. And Sven has had an association with BMW in the past, and he's fortunately one of the fans of our exclusive South African cars. Sven has an 1800 SA, which has been on display at the BMW Museum for the last while, with all the different coach builders and versions of BMWs available through the world. So welcome, Sven.
Welcome, thanks. Yeah, I've been in South Africa 89 to 94. I used to work for the plant. It was one of my first foreign jobs, and I really enjoyed it over here. And I was surprised how many old cars survived here in South Africa, definitely in Gauteng because of the dry weather. I think so, yeah.
And why your fascination with the SA series BMWs?
Because it's very unique. It's very unique. And I bought it from a colleague at BMW. I drove it over here. I took it to Germany. It took me quite a while to get it roadworthy in Germany. And then it confused everyone. When I go to a car show, the people can't believe it. I even had some workers from the old Dingolfing plant where Glass used to build that car. And they stood in front of the car and said, "We never built a right-hand car. How did he do that?" It's really funny, yeah.
I love the way they're more fascinated by the fact that it's right-hand drive as opposed to the fact that it has a decent engine in it.
Yeah, they didn't see that because the bonnet was closed. But it's really a nice car, and most people don't know the history. Yeah.
So you campaigning the history of BMW South Africa for us in Germany, and you're flying the flag high. Do you have a consistently good response from people?
Yes, very. They are surprised about all the chrome. BMW never built a car with so much chrome. That's the very common response I get, yeah. And they are surprised because of the age. The car was very good, survived very good over here, and it's in very good condition basically. So they also say, "Well, how did that happen?" Yeah.
Absolutely, and thank you very much for flying the South African flag high, and we really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
And the classic BMWs were not just limited to our stand, so if you know the owners of these cars, tell them to contact us about BMW Car Club Gauteng membership because we would like them with us next year. Now, it's always good when the manufacturer's CEO is a car guy himself and a visitor at your stand.
We're here at Cars in the Park today and surprised by a very esteemed guest, Peter van Winsbergen, who's the CEO of BMW South Africa, and he just came to surprise us, come and see all the Bavarian beauties on display here today. Peter, thanks so much for joining us. Did you see anything that you like to add to your collection?
Colin, plenty, unfortunately. It's a great show, and I must admit, sadly, the first time I've been to Cars in the Park here at Swartkops. So I'm really impressed by the amount of cars on display here. I love the BMW display. It's a very eclectic display of very different cars. But I think it's a wonderful event for car lovers like myself, like yourselves. And so I'll be here again for sure.
Fantastic. We look forward to seeing everyone next year, same time, first Sunday of August.
Now for a trip to the coast.
Bernard, how does it feel to be back for your second time at PE?
Well, it's great. The local guys are supporting us. There's a few entries that have joined us, and there's a nice big field that have driven down from Joburg, so it's awesome to be back. We went out last night, had a bit of a jolt. We'll have a jolt again tonight, maybe on Saturday night, and then we go back home.
But let's go meet the people behind the scene at Aldo Scribanti.
From one dynamic lady in South African motorsport to another, meet Debbie, the chair lady of the Algoa Motorsport Club.
Hi, my name is Debbie Marais. I'm the chair lady for the Algoa Motorsport Club since March this year. It is an absolute privilege to have been elected by the members and the previous committee. I have big shoes to fill. In the past, Ashwin Harry and Ian Riddle and all our founding members we have here. But yeah, it's a job that I took on as a privilege. And obviously it's not really a job for just one person. It is a two-person and a teamwork job. I wouldn't have been able to manage anything here if it wasn't for my husband, Paki, who's involved and helps me with all the maintenance and the plans we have to do to fix things and get it going. And we have 4 children, which are also involved in motor racing and come and assist. So it's kind of a family project at the moment, but it is an absolute privilege to be here. I got involved in motorsport. Actually, I wasn't involved as a child, but I used to come here a lot with my dad and spectate. For me, the biggest days were always when the West Bank V8 started and they used to come roaring around here. And then playing with the kids in the middle on the jumping castles. And then I was lucky to meet Paki, who loves motorsport. And we used to come watch, and he was involved a little, and then we decided to have a family. So we had to wait for our son to grow up, and we started in karting again and got involved in the karting for a few years. And 2014 we came over to main circuit, and son started, and then dad started getting a racing car again on the track, and grandfather got a race car and got on the track. So here we are, and we just want to grow it for the next generation. This will be the second time that the BMW M Performance Parts series comes to Aldous-Grabantye Raceway. We are super stoked and excited to have them here. They are absolutely a classic series, and I think they have a winning combination going. Brendan Kelly put together a really nice thing for me on the whole series and why it works and how spectacular it is for the spectators, which we will rather just put in as he wrote it, because I cannot better what he said. The Aldous-Grabantye Raceway and the Algoa Motorsport Club does a fantastic job in maintaining and keeping the spectacular circuit alive. It is really a nice club to be part of. It's family friendly. This is where your friends become your racing family. We are looking at going forward, building on this club and making it bigger and better and more for everybody else. So please come and enjoy our circuit and be part of it.
With this being a circuit that you haven't seen since 2023, let's join Varishka and Pat for a lap around it. Aldous-Grabantye Raceway is 80 metres longer than Swartkops Raceway, making it the second shortest circuit on the calendar. It's also a clockwise circuit, and that main straight was the longest straight on it. Now through the yeses, one of the trickiest parts. And as you can see, it's also a very narrow circuit. Now through Hangar, and yes, the right line is crucial here. Especially with this one after that, the hairpin. From here, it's up the hill and through the sweep. Dunlop corner to finish it off, and now onto the straight. And that's a short but very technical lap completed. So now that we know the circuit, let's get the wheels rolling for round 5 by looking at the 2 championships after the winter break. Starting with the NA Cup, where Andre van Veen came in with a slender lead over Nicholas Herbst and Ignace du Plessis.
How's it, guys? Welcome back to the BMW M Performance Parts Series. We are down in sunny, semi-sunny, windy, not windy yet, but gonna be windy PE. Very excited to be here. It's a bit of my hometown. I was born here, just and grew up about 80 km down the coast on a little fishing town. So it's a special one for me, having the opportunity to actually race here as well. My dad's coming through tomorrow as well, first time in my racing career that he'll be supporting me. So very excited to be here and very amped to see what we can do and to get as many points as we can out of this round as well.
Well, we never knew he came from the Eastern Cape, but we did have a current local competitor joining us.
I'm feeling quite confident this weekend. Times are pretty good. Running seems to be front of Class C so far. We'll see tomorrow where I qualify. But so far I'm enjoying having all the guys from Joburg down at my home circuit. Obviously have a bit of advantage here, but there's some fast cars out there today.
And speaking of those looking good at the sharp end of Class C, that's exactly what Mitch Kutzer did last time out.
Okay, so last weekend, at the last race at Swartkops, I actually had quite a good outing. What's his name? Karab and I had a good dice in the second race. Unfortunately, there was a safety car which kind of allowed him to pass me, but we still had a good dice. Done some changes to the car that I'm quite happy with. A little bit tougher at PE, haven't raced here in a rear-wheel drive before. Battled yesterday, but seemed to have found a bit of pace this morning, and we hope to get better.
Another driver in good form is Oloratu Sukuru, the only one to beat Van Veen thus far in Class B.
Yeah, we're lying a comfortable third in the championship right now. We do have a bit of a deficit, to second place, who's Ignis, and then Andre as well. But I mean, to be honest, anything can happen. We still have 4 more rounds from now on, and I think the plan for me is just to maximize every weekend, to be honest, and just take it from there. But so far, I'm loving it at Eldo. We're here on the Friday morning, just went out for the first session, and it was pretty decent. So definitely looking forward to the race tomorrow, and I hope you guys like it as well.
Although present at the circuit, Reynard Miller was not competing in the NA Cup, and he also had something else to tell us.
Okay, yeah, so naturally we're here in Aldu with the turbo car, only the turbo car this round. Logistically it's a bit tough to bring 2 cars so far down the coast. Unfortunately, last round, due to a little bit of an accident, it didn't go too well. So my points estimation for the season in Fireball is not as good, but at least and hopefully it'll go good this weekend with the turbo car, especially with my new Good Luck charm. So yeah, we actually got engaged earlier this week. Then Jeffrey's just up the road from PE. So yeah, hopefully as Bernie would say, the ball and chain won't slow me down too much. Yeah, thanks everyone.
We congratulate you both. As for the Turbo Cup, Anton Pommersheim still had the lead, but Lee Thompson was just one of quite a few drivers closing in fast. Benny Late withdrew from the coastal trip due to family reasons.
Well, Anton Pommersheim here, going into the weekend as the overall and Class A leader in the championship. It's a new track for me, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'll see what I can do. I see Liu, who's been really in top form recently. He's got issues with his car, with the gearbox, so let's see if he can get it finished for qualifying. But in the end, all I need to do is get all the points I can.
And while Lee worked against the clock to sort out his gearbox issues, Anton was dealing with differential issues. For Craig Herbst, the only issue was getting to terms with a new circuit.
I am loving the circuit as it happens. Yeah, really nice. It's a great circuit to learn, but it's quite rewarding. It's can't go any faster for some reason. So after basically second practice yesterday, I was at a certain pace, and that's where I am right now still. So not getting much better. A little bit unlucky, but earlier on I got a puncture, and that caused me to delaminate a tyre. So got a couple of fresh boots on. So I'm not going to go out for this practice. Going to basically save them for the qualies tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully I can mix it up with the guys that are at the sharp end of the pack.
Onto a cold Saturday morning.
Here's your empowered cappuccino.
Thanks, Clayton, and straight into NA Cup qualifying. Unlike at the last non-Swartkops round, Richard Gurnolds took the ATS Motorsport pole position.
How's it, guys? Yeah, at least everything got together nicely. Struggling with the car this weekend a bit, but at least we're good now. Conditions felt good, and yeah, hopefully we can keep it good in the race and make it the first place. Hopefully, first one.
Let's look at the rest of the grid. Andre van Veen and Olerato Sekuru lined up behind Richard in Class B. Local hero Timothy Ball topped the Class C times with Claudio Jardim second, while points leader Nicholas Herbst did not make the top 5. Only 4 Class D starters, but they would score full points as Dirk van Lochenberg broke out on Friday. Philip Mostert Jr. pulled to the side there but got going again. And let's go racing. A clean start by everyone, but Du Plessis and Sekuru both ran a little short of circuit there as they went through the S's. Sekuru dropped into the clutches of the Class C challengers. You see that jokers are in play this weekend, with this being the coastal round. Now coming up to the end of the lap for the first time, yes, it's a very quick lap. Heading that Class C group is Ball, while Gernholst is still keeping Van Veen at bay in Class B. Two laps in, Sekuru has now passed Ball and is now in pursuit of his Class B rivals. Gernholst is still leading Van Veen, Du Plessis, De Gouveia and Sekuru in Class B. Platt looking comfortable at the front of Class D with one of the Class C runners ahead. With no Miller in the field this weekend, he'll look to take as many of the points on offer. Well, Gernholst said he hoped that he would be able to convert his pole into a win, and thus far he's doing everything to make that happen. That's Kutzer running off the circuit there at the S's. Mostert Jr. also off there. Red flag now deployed. No, those were two separate issues, with Kutzer having accelerator cable issues while Mostert Jr. spun around. Now, normally this could be resolved under a safety car, but the local officials did not have one available. Fortunately, once Tanya, Debbie and Picky were made aware of this, they resolved the matter straight away. Without too much delay, we're back racing for a 4-lap sprint to the line. This does mean the Gernolds had to do it all over again. Justin Brown facing the wrong way, but fortunately he turned that around. Well, Gernolds is getting away while Duplessis was challenging Van Veen. In Class C, Ball again kept Jardim and Van der Walt behind him. Just one more corner to go and Gernolds takes his maiden win, becoming only the third Class B winner in 2026. Speaking about maiden wins, how's that for a debut performance by Ball in Class C? Platt took the Class D win. Well, Van Veen played second fiddle this time but held off Duplessis in Class B. Jardim and Van der Walt completed the Class C podium. Only 3 Class D finishers with Brown and local driver Phillips joining Platt on the podium. Now for race 2, and yes, at the front of the field you're seeing a safety car this time around as de Gouveia heads up the inverted grid for the 12-lap race. And we're off. That's what we like to see, everyone getting away cleanly without any issues through the opening corners. Two good battles at the front of Class B. De Gouveia holds off Duplessis while Van Veen is trying hard to get past Gernolds. One lap done and that's Van Veen now up to third. In Class C, Van der Walt was all over the back of Herbst with Van Rooyen, Jardim and Ball in pursuit. Things have closed up in Class B with de Gouveia trying desperately hard to stay in front. And Van Veen now second. Gernolds sneaks through to third as Duplessis runs wide through the last corner. Brown heading up Platt in Class D there with Class C's Van Locherenberg between them. Further up the road, de Gouveia dropped to the back of that Class B battle and it looks like he's struggling for grip. That might just be the case for Herbst as well. Herbst held onto his lead though, and third place Ball is keeping a close eye on things ahead. In fifth place, Galtieri is holding off another local assault from Berry and Phillips. At the front of Class B, Van Veen now looked very comfortable with Gernolds in second. The same could not be said for Galtieri in Class C, and what's that smoking on Van der Walt's car? Galtieri definitely trying to make that the widest taxi on the planet at present. Meanwhile, Phillips sneaks past Berry for 6th place. Well, Van der Walt dropped back in Class C and Ball just past Herbst for the lead. Definitely something wrong with Van der Walt's car. That's him off at turn 1, but recovering. The 5th place battle continues with Phillips now ahead of Berry again and trying a move on Galtieri. Berry now falling behind and Van der Walt making up a place. Van der Walt on Phillips, but something went wrong there with Van der Walt spinning off and fortunately no contact. and again he manages to save it and continue. One more corner left for Van Veen, who makes it win number 7 in Class B for the season. Ball goes on to make it 2 Class C wins on debut. And how will that 5th place battle end, where Berry is not back past Phillips and trying to pass Galtieri around the outside? How's that for a photo finish and 5th place in the bag for Galtieri? Those fans certainly enjoying the BMW action. Let's look at the rest of the results. Race 1 winner Gernolds and Duplessis completed the Class B podium. Herbst and Van Rooyen took the runner-up spots in Class C. Platt made it 2 for the day in Class D, with Brown being the other finisher. A standout performance from Timothy Ball saw him take the XPEL South Africa Driver of the Day award. Van Veen extended his Class B points lead over Duplessis and Gernolds. Herbst still has a hefty advantage in Class C over Van Rooyen and Van der Walt. Platt now heads up Class D from Miller, with Brown 3rd. Three Class B front runners in the NA Cup top 5, with Van Veen still holding the advantage. We know Kaburga fans love coming to the Aldo Scribranti Raceway, but let's find out if our drivers also enjoy it.
How's it, guys? Yeah, so it's been a very good weekend here in PE. It's actually my first time racing here, so I've had a lot of fun, a lot of learning yesterday. Only had 2 practices. Managed to qualify in P5, P4 actually, so yeah, it was really good. The track is fantastic, the facility is fantastic. It's been a really good weekend so far with great competitors and close racing, and yeah, it's really been good. So a big thank you to the BMW M Performance Parts Race Series and Dunlop for letting me race the track taxi this weekend. It's really been a good one. Thanks.
Hi, we're here at Aldo Scribranti in PE. Enjoying the weather, nice and sunny, but a bit of a wind behind us. The track is very abrasive, it's wearing our tyres out, but we just got some new tyres coming, so hopefully the second heat will be a better heat for us. Andre in the other NA car is I think he ended second, but ran out of tyres, and we're going to hopefully go for the next one a bit better.
Hi guys, I'm here in PE, fantastic track. I've been here once before, but today I've been extremely happy with the car. I've been enjoying it tremendously. We're a good bunch of guys. We've been out for good dinners, good food. Tonight I'm hoping to eat some really good prawns with Freddie and the boys. And lastly, I want to just thank my sponsor, Sky Blue, for all the help they give me.
So yeah, today we at Aldo Scribranti and P, having a blast. Good support around the track, lovely cool weather, and looking forward to an awesome second race as the first race is done.
We are very lucky with the weather, because we all know what can happen in PE, and yesterday and today is perfect day, so very happy about that. The track itself is a very nice track. I love the track, we all love it. So, and the facilities here is great, we're just enjoying it. Nice to be here.
And on that note, back to the morning with the Turbo Cup qualifying session. despite no practice time, but with his gearbox issues resolved, Lee Thompson took the Dunlop pole position.
So we came here on Thursday. I had a practice session on Thursday and did one warm-up and half a flying lap, and then the gearbox backed up. And on this particular car, it's a bit of a job to get the box out and then taken apart and fixed up. Anyways, so we didn't do any laps yesterday, so we tested it this morning. Everything good. Qualifying wasn't quite the lap time we were looking for, but everybody says that, I suppose. But I think with the lack of testing yesterday, we didn't get the handling dialed in. But so we got 2 races to go. Still a little bit of fine tuning, and I think the car will behave today.
And as Thompson warms up those Dunlops, let's see how they're lining up behind him. Only 3 Class A runners this time. Pommersheim was second after Friday's issues. No Renier Smith this time, with Kutza heading up the 4-car Class B field. Osbia Joni and Reynard Miller headed up Class C. Sayan Moodley topped Class D, having used his joker in Friday practice. Here we go. No issues off the line as Miller and Naidu immediately started attacking Biaggioni for the Class C lead. Not that Biaggioni would make that an easy fight, with him holding onto his race line and completing lap 1 still in front, and with Miller now behind Naidu. But not for long, as Naidu tries a bit too hard and goes onto the grass. Thompson already far ahead of his Class A rivals as Loubser passes Pommersheim for second. Goetzer heads up Mostert and Archer in Class B. Someone else off at turn 1, that's Gerhard Duplessis, and he also rejoins. Miller had since passed Biaggioni for the Class C lead, with Budaya now up to third. For now anyway, Gunpath is certainly staking his claim for that third place. Meanwhile, Hobler was looking for second place in Class D, held by Anthony. With that battle raging on, Moodley extended his Class D lead. Herbst, who kept his eye on that battle, soon passed Hobler for third. Smoke there, and that's Budaya with something looking very terminal. First look at Thompson in this race. That's him crossing the line to take another Class A win, with Moodley a lap down taking Class D. Kutza takes Class B. And Miller wins Class C. Pommersheim passed Loubser to take back second place in Class A. It was also as they started in Class B, with Mostert and Archer completing the podium. 4 finishes in Class C, with Gunpath also retiring. Biagioni and Dix completed the podium. Anthony and Herbst joined maiden winner Moodley on the podium. And a final time for the Kaburga crowd. Here we go. Thompson simply does not waste time. That's turn 1 and P1. In Class B, Archer had the early lead, with Kurtzer just being pushed a little wide there. One lap in and that battle is heating up, with Kurtzer now chasing Archer. But something happened there. Not only is Kurtzer first just 3 corners later, but Mostert and Ball also passed Archer as he now falls into the clutches of the Class C field. While we're waiting to pick up Archer, we're seeing Naidu leading Biagioni and Miller in Class C. In Class D, Duplessis leads Hobler and Moodley. Right at the back, we have Nasser Ismail in only his second outing and Johan Miller. The Class C battle was heating up. Naidu still had the lead, but Biagioni and Miller were closing in fast. That's Dean Ball spinning. He still holds on to his 3rd place in Class B, and he's now getting right in the way of that Class C battle. That worked in Naidu's favour for the time being. The Class D battle also continued, with Moodley and Hobler getting close to Plessis. Not for long though, that's Hobler losing ground and Herbst taking his 3rd place. Hobler fighting back though, as this pair are side by side through the opening sequence of corners. Ball didn't take too long to get ahead of the Class C battle, where Biagioni and Miller were now all over the back of Naidu. Biagioni made a move on Naidu without success, and Miller had quite a scare moment there, but regained control quite quickly. In Class B, Mostert passed Kurtzer for the lead. Also a change of leaders in Class D. Moodley, about to be lapped by Thompson, was now ahead of Duplessis, Hobler, Herbst and Thompson's Class A rival, Pommersheim. Moodley really gained an advantage with the Class A cars there, with Duplessis now having a train of rivals behind him. That's Herbst and Hobler squeezing Duplessis to the outside and off the provisional Class D podium. Duplessis will have another crack at it as he has a better line through the hairpin, but this gives Hobler the inside line for the sweep. Biagioni had since taken the Class C lead. Thompson was just unstoppable again, taking his 6th consecutive win from 6 starts thus far in Class A. Moodley made it 2 Class D wins on the day. In Class B, it was Mostert. With Biagioni coming through for the Class C win. Pommersheim and Loebscher again completed the Class A podium. Kuitsa took second place in Class B with Dean Ball completing the podium. Miller passed Naidu for the Class C runner-up spot in the final stages. Herbst and Kobler completed the Class D podium. That final charge not only gave Biagioni the Class C win, but also the I2 Driver of the Day award. Pommersheim retained his Class A points lead, but Thompson is now only 12 points adrift. Kuitsa has now moved to the top of Class B in Smith's absence. Miller might have lost his NA Cup Class D lead, but he moved to the top of Class C in the Turbo Cup with only 2 points between the top three. Kobler still holds onto his Class D lead over Herbst and Anthony. And it's now very close in the Turbo Cup. Pommersheim holds the lead, but his rivals are now in striking distance. Round 6 will see us back at Swartkops Raceway in just 2 weeks from now. That's the end of another episode. Next week, it's the biggest event on our annual calendar, the I2 BMW Car Club Gauteng Concours d'Elegance, and you'll see more about that on next month's show. Remember to check out our website for upcoming events and membership offers, as we want to see you joining us for an event soon. That's a wrap from me, Philip Iguana, and the BMW Club TV production team, and yes, this time it is goodbye until next month.